Hey guys, it's King Shocker here, and it's time for another video. And today we're going to be looking at No Man's Sky, which just got released on PC today. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so what exactly is No Man's Sky? Well, No Man's Sky is a pretty big survival game. In fact, it's probably going to be one of the biggest survival games that you will ever face, at least in the modern era, until someone just doubles the amount of planets that someone can visit. But it does things differently than other survival games. Usually survival games have a theme. Don't starve, you're thrown to the island and not told what the hell to do. Ark, you're thrown to an island, not told what the hell to do. In No Man's Sky, you're thrown to a planet and not know what the hell what to do. Now, you can catalog each planet, and it's some logger out there that logs how many planets that you visited, and you can also put in the coordinates of your planet, so a friend can come to your planet, and then you two can pound away, gathering resources, seeing new animals, and all that stuff. Now, I believe there's supposed to be 18 quintillion planets in No Man's Sky. Now, how do they fit 18 quintillion planets in this game? I have no idea how that coding works. It's really interesting to see if one planet is no like the other planet. Now, there's also offline mode for this game, so you can also play the game while not have to worry about people invading in your game. So that I find that to be very interesting. But if you want my personal opinion, play the game on online mode. I mean, it's kind of boring just to be playing PvE versus, that's just my personal opinion, playing PvE against the environment. But hey, some people are into that for some odd reason, weirdos. But PvP, to me, that's the way to go. To me, that makes the experience more fun, even though, yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult for some random person to jump on your planet. But like I said, I'm assuming there's probably going to be some tribes, probably going to be some groups formed, like other games. Don't Starve Together now has that kind of base where you have multiplayer. Ark, you can form tribes, have raids, all that good stuff. No Man's Sky, I don't know if they're going to have anything like that. I haven't bought the game personally because I'm going to wait for other people to play it and review it. This is just a reaction and not really an in-depth review of No Man's Sky. But looking at the game itself, the game looks absolutely gorgeous. It just got released for the PC. For some reason, PC had delayed release in console counterparts. I'm also going to be very interested to see if they allow any type of modding for this game. A lot of games allow certain mods to be in place. I wonder if there's going to be expansion packs, which I don't know how you're going to really do an expansion pack for a game that has 18 quintillion planets. But hey, maybe not all planets are going to be released all at once. Maybe you don't have access to 18 quintillion planets. I don't know how in the heck are you going to find 18 quintillion planets all at once. I mean, that's just... I understand you have a randomizer, such as, Binding of Isaac. Every time you hop into start a new game, it's random. The enemies are randomly placed, the items you receive are randomly placed. But there's a pool. There's a pool of items, and there's a pool of champions. You'll never face certain champions on your first level. Now, is this game going to do that, where every time you hop in, every time you create a new character, do you, is it a certain pool, like new characters are always put in this pool of planets, and then the leveling tier goes up, you reach a new pool of planets for that per that level, just to make the game more fair? That we will have to see as we go through the game for the upcoming weeks. I'm sure there's people have tried to see how many times can they be randomized into a planet before realizing they've been on the same planet they were before. But if you want my personal opinion, play the game on online mode. It's kind of boring just to be playing PvE versus so far. And of course, Steam games seem to be a hit or miss when it comes to first day debuts, since there seems to be a lot of issues when it comes to just playing the game in general. So far, game released August 12, 2016, and we have reviews of 42%. Yikes. Game is not starting off too good. Let's go ahead and go to the most helpful, and let's see. It looks like Dr. Dinglet, whatever, I'm not pronouncing that name. So he said after 2.2 hours of playing the game, He says, you're severely wrong about the minimum system requirements. To replace this with a minimum. A computer must be made by Jesus Christ himself, but it'll struggle just to hit 20 FPS. It seems to be crashes on... the Lord Valor says that it crashes on open every time. For the complainers, for $60, I expect a game that works. Alright, let's see what Direwolf-1 said. Unless you like setting the game to cap at 60 frames per second, yet still getting 30 frames per second with stuttering more frustrating and irritating than Armor 3. I would stay away until hopefully things hopefully get better. Sorry, I've had a long day, so reading things, it's not going to be my forte. Right now, performance is too bad for me to recommend at all. I was so excited for a nice relaxing jaunt through space, and yet all I got was immersion, breaking performance issues, audio problems, and sadness. Alright, so we're not going to go through all of these, but those comments, that was under the most helpful. No Man's PC can handle it. Game is nothing but crashing. 39. Alright, let's see if we got some positives. So there's been over 5,000 negatives, and that number just increased. I literally just went from positive. It was at 4,000, just jumped to 5,000. Refund button works well. Let's see. I haven't encountered any bugs yet, so let's see. The problems with this game, I don't know what we're doing. Doing it wrong. In the options, you can change. At first, the FPS lock to max. To start, you have to press and hold E or X on the gamepad. Game runs stable for me. I feel so sad for the devs. Blah blah blah. Not really helpful. Having small FPS hiccups. Harambe flipping back from the dead says, why people say bad, it's good. Harambe. So really all the positives are, I should give you a fix your game Blizzard, even though this was, I don't know if this game's not even developed by Blizzard. Otherwise it would be on Blizzard's client if it was developed by Blizzard, but No Man's Sky itself is actually developed by someone else. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me who the developer is. It is rated teen. The developer is actually, developer and publisher is Hello Games. So, but the sad thing is that the most helpful comments are negative. I'm scrolling all the way. We have one positive comment, and it's rated helpful, and the refund button works well. That does not bode well for a game whatsoever. So, you know, this is my first impressions of No Man's Sky. You know, you can get the game, you know, try it out, see what you like. You know, if you don't like it, definitely get a refund, because I don't want someone wasting their money on a $60 game. Maybe I would definitely recommend waiting a couple weeks, maybe a month for them to patch it. You know, hopefully we don't get something as bad as Arkham Knight. If it gets as bad as Arkham Knight, do not buy this game if it comes back out. If this game has to come off Steam and come back, I do not recommend buying it, even if it was discounted, just for the fact that you had to take the game off Steam to fix the crappy programming that you put out as a $60 product. That does not deserve a second chance. To me, with games, you have to get it right the first time. Especially if it's such a show-stopping bug, you have to get it right the first time. Put it on Steam. If you put it on Steam, not early access, final product, have a bunch of bugs, then no. I don't recommend it, but this is just my opinion. If you feel like jumping the gun, seeing how well you can play this game, or seeing how well your experience may be, you know, if you want to take a gamble and see how the experience will be for you, the player, then go ahead, buy this game. You know, leave a comment down below on what you think about the game, and I want an honest opinion about the game. No trolls, which I'm sure just by saying that I'm gonna get a bunch of trolls, but give your opinion about the game. But I've been King Shaka, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Hey guys, King Shark here. You just watched my reaction to No Man's Sky. I haven't bought the game yet because I have to wait on Steam games nowadays because it seems to be a pattern of a very hyped game coming out. It's going to look really gorgeous, looks good, comes out in Steam and then flops faster than a flipping Magic Card game that's as beat by Gyarados. So, like I said, I've been busy, with work. School's coming up. I have a senior design project I gotta get started on. Well, not really get started on, but I gotta start thinking about it, then get started as soon as school starts. So I have a lot going on with my life, so I'm gonna definitely do my best to try to get at least 2 to 3 videos uploaded a week. It's not gonna be like my usual videos, but I'll definitely try to get my usual type of videos, such as reaction to Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer, as well as the Sonic video. I'll try to get those out on a bi-weekly basis. But I'm gonna try to do more videos like this, where it's more face cam and me and you, the viewer, talking about 2-3 times a week, if possible. Like I said, I'm a full-time job and a full-time student, and I have to do a lot. So, but thanks for coming out and watching, and leave a comment on what you think about this video, and hell, like and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. But I've been King Shotgun, and I've been your host today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!